We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Freddie Freeman, the National League's batting leader, continues. Steven Gonsalves is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. There's Cano. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Marquez.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Cano ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away. So stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
Brandon Nimmo.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Marquez has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6.
Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Acuna digs in now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes, count.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Marcell Ozuna is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Braves. So here's Pete Alonso, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason.
Oh, look at this. He's up with it, the throw. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And a ball 1-0. Conforto, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this.
Leading off with the play.
First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
1-1 the count now. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Up next for it, right.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, 0-1. Swanson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. The 0-2 delivery. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Braves strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Zach Collins. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Hit sharply on the ground. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Bro, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Now the 0-1. And this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Coming to the plate now, Jed Lowry. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lying toward the alley in left center. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and that gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And there's ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Well,
2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He loses him on ball 4. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball 3. Count for 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Hey.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, right fielder.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. First pitch on its way. To second for 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, J.D. Davis. And their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
At the plate, Zach Collins. 0-1 the count. Hamels comes set. Here comes the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
High and deep to right. Markakis looks up. Gone into the upper tank. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 8 runs already in this inning. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here by Jake Marisnick. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the... Nick Markakis digging in now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Grounded to the right, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. So he'll reach base with 1 out here in the 4th, and with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. No balls and a strike to count. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
The 0-1 pitch. On the ground for Cano at 2nd. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 9-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Markakis has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Behind 0-2 now. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. 3-1 to him now. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And it's fouled away. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Ozuna looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they just continue to pour it on here. Jackson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Michael Conforto. And the Mets just keep right on rolling as this is good for extra bases as well. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Into the box, J.D. Davis, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 4. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jackson has pitched just under 60 innings, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. This is line to left. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson, a base hit in his first trip. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And this will bang up against the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Jake Marisnick. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate, and he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
To the plate now, Jed Lowry. He swings and grounds it to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 1
Here's a
strike.
fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Full count.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 11-0. Now to the plate, Austin Riley. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Count now a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. There's a 2-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Up with it, Collins. And he makes the throw to first. Albies is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So 2 gone now, and here's Markakis. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Nimmo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one. At the plate, Robinson Cano is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as the blowout continues. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1. Nope.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
The 2-1 home is a curveball swung out and missed.
2 strikes.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Michael Conforto is on deck. There's ball 4. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Michael Conforto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Stepping in now, Zach Collins. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider. Shane Green gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Center fielder, number 16.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 7th inning ready to roll. And here comes the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. A 1 pitch on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Braves go down quietly. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Ready now, Jed Lowry. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The shortstop, Jed Lowry.
He's set. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Fouled off. Green has compiled over 65 innings of work and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Popped him up. Riley in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 9.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Pulled toward right center field. Markakis giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
The batter, number 6.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch. Swing and a high chopper over to the right side. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Under it is Marisnick, 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, a little better late than never, Dero. Here, that base hit here in the 8th inning. They're still behind in this one, but at least they're not getting shut out.
Yeah, you're going to see this offensive team fight to the bitter end. As long as there are outs out there, they're going to grind it out and see if they can get back in this one.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at 3rd as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Jeurys Familia is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. 1-1 the count. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down the 3rd baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. And the 2nd run will score as well. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at 3rd.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. And he is in there.
The center fielder,
Stepping in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ball 1. Late that time for a strike.
strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Ronald Acuna is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left.
Looking up is Nimmo.
And it's gone.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Now back.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Seth Lugo enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. In there, and it's 0-1. Fouled away. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. In a game like this, hard to believe that 7 runs still gets them nowhere close to the lead. Digging in now, Michael Conforto. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
The 0-2 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count remains 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 33 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. At the plate now, J.D. Davis, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2-2.
2-2.
No outs, nobody on. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But foul.
Foul ball.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 22 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Number 33.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Now batting, catcher, Zach.
So now to the plate, Zach Collins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Ball and a strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. The 1-2. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. In now, Jed Lowry. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the 1-0. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Now over to Freddie, and it's a double play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Nimmo. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First offering on its way.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Darno moving to his left. And that's the 3rd out. Coming forward now is the Braves' designated hitter, Adam Duvall, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Marisnik is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Austin Riley. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
2 out, nobody on. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Final strike for the Braves. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Struck him out. Atlanta, good night. 18-7 this evening. New York claimed victory by plating a total of 18 runs. Steven Gonsalves notches his 3rd win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Felix Hernandez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, Zach Collins had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 18-7. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Philadelphia Phillies totaled 11 hits as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 8-2. The Washington Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-3. The Milwaukee Brewers launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-3. Chris Bryant launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Cubs got past the Reds 7-6. He is currently leading the senior circuit in base hits. The Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-1. The Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-5. Justin Turner was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 5-3. Brendan McKay earned win number 7 this season as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 1-0. The Minnesota Twins amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put together 10 total hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-4. The San Diego Padres hit 3 long balls as they pounded the Indians 7-1. The Baltimore Orioles got 18 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 12-1. Gleyber Torres was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Royals 9-2. The Houston Astros combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 2-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets.
Freddie Freeman tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now batting, Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Atlanta, the designated hitter, Ender Inciarte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
fans, it's getting close to back-to-school time here at the ballpark. But there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available. Or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information. Nothing is impossible when we all stand together. That's why MLB has teamed up with Stand Up to Cancer to make the impossible possible by funding innovative research with the goal of turning every cancer patient into a long-term survivor. Stand up with MLB at standuptocancer.org, because when we all stand together, cancer doesn't stand a chance.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And he popped him up. McNeil in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The numbers, 282 to start play, 11 home runs, and 49 runs batted in. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Lowry showing off the range on the first, and Markakis is retired 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
And it's 1-2. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. In order to go the Braves. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Soroka gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
This one's down to third. Camargo brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a nothing. Acuna digs in now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball in there for a called strike. But for all his success at the plate, his average over the last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even. Perhaps a slight cause for concern.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out. It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. So here's Pete Alonso. He went deep in the contest last night. First delivery to him on the way.
Alonso.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. J.D. Davis, the next to bat. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is... Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Johan Camargo is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Fouled off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. On a line, that's a base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0 now. Camargo, base runner at first with 1 out. 3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Standing in, Zach Collins. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping into the box, Jake Marisnick. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. No one out with a runner at second. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Ozuna. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Coming to the plate now, Jed Lowry. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Striding into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Out in front of it, strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Nimmo brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman's got it. 1 there. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Nick Markakis. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Strike 2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
0-1 the count. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And that's the 2nd out. Two gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over.
Leading up for the Mets.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-0. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 6.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. Popped up. Camargo in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now a slider, but this misses down and in for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Pause, now the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That evens it up 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And the count will be full. Ready with the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1 through 4. Still. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Catcher, Tyler Flowers.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Marisnik is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
The batter.
Standing in now, Zach Collins.
as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Striding in, Jake Marisnick. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next to the net, no left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. Collins isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Mets draw first blood. And the next in is Johan Camargo. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The count now at 2-1. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Full count now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. One out, nobody on. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Ender and Ciarte will be the next to bat.
The designated hitter, Ender.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And this ball's right past him at first base. And how about the recovery here as they get him at second base? So forget about the miscue there as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Robinson Cano the next to dig in.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. And he misses there. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Again, a 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Ball three, not close with the sinker that time.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that's in there, base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. Two strikes on him now. A runner at first with no outs here.
That misses 1-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Ground ball foul down the left side. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Acuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down quick. Nick Markakis digging in now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings. I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the... A.J. Minter is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now here it comes. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strike. And I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
No balls and 1 strike. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
We talked about it earlier. He's certainly making a real threat for a batting title this year, and with an average over 400 in his last 10 ball games, he's making a great push here late season.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing baseball. Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Minter has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next to the net, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Ready once again, Jake Marisnick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2.
Count 1 and 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. On the ground to the left side. Camargo's got it. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1, but they're on top 1-0.
Moving off to the bridge, the left fielder.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Marcell Ozuna goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. 1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. He's through 8. Will Smith is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Cano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out towards shallow right. Settling under it is Markakis, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Johan Camargo. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Bounce to first. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. To Lowry at the bag. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 1-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Full count to Ender Inciarte, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Back to first, a double play, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game. so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. New York used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob deGrom earns a league-high 18th win as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Mike Soroka is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, Jacob deGrom earned the win while punching out 17 batters, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 1-0. He currently as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-8. The Nats amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 10-1. The Milwaukee Brewers amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they manhandled the Marlins 14-6. The Cincinnati Reds combined to give up just 5 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-1. The Pirates earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-3. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 2-0. Mookie Betts was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 12-2. He currently has the highest on-base percentage in the National League. The Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-3. Miguel Sano swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Twins took care of the Red Sox 3-2. The Chicago White Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they destroyed the Angels